Hello everyone, I'm back with another YouTube video. And today I'm going to be talking about something that is once again normalized to the public. And if you feel like there's something wrong with it, since it's so normalized, like everyone has people around them that does this, unless you're someone like me. You feel like there's something wrong with you, when in reality, it's something wrong with them. And what I like to call these people is HOREW in front of that. Whores. I like to call them whores. Some people call them fast. Like, I don't care what. It's the right derogatory word to call these people that I'm going to be talking about today is whores and sluts. Basically, I was on my VR and I was playing with these horrors, and I literally go against protocol for these people so much because I just want to have fun. Like, I don't want to overthink everything. I don't want to think it's bad, and I know it's like it's not really bad for me. It's like not really affecting me. It's just, but it is affecting me because it's like, how do you go through this? Like, but let me just explain what I'm talking about. And then we'll say my protocol, and then we'll explain what happened. And there's a lot of dust in my bathroom? No. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna be washing my face because I was on the VR. So that's what we're gonna be doing. But, as you don't know, I've been posting Rec Room videos. Like, the only Rec Room videos I post is with my sister's friends. Which I didn't really like her friends at first because they're whores. That's what she clings to all the time. A whore, in my definition, is someone who likes male attention. A lot of male attention. Like, it's okay to like a little bit. Like, I don't even know what a little bit is, okay? Not speaking from experience. I don't know what a little bit is, but like, with them, like, they just love a male attention to an extent. Like, every single time, it's like, oh. So it made me think, like, you know, the whole reason why I'm playing with her friends is just to make an entertaining YouTube video, because I always wanted to post YouTube videos, but I can't, like, entertainment by myself, I can't really pull it, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Like, there's just no, I can't make it entertain. So I just go with these people so they can entertain and you can have an entertain. That's the only reason. But then I was thinking, like, why not see how whores really prosper and see what is really going on? So I don't have any friends. I try not to have any friends, to be honest, because they let me down quicker than not. They're going to, like Trisha Paytas said, like, they're just going to vanish from your life. Instead of wasting all that fucking time doing that, and with the heartache and the unnecessary shit, just don't be friends with these people, right? But then I was like, try not to have any human-like emotions. Like, I don't know what I do, but like, I don't know what I do, no. But like, the way I think is like a robotic. Like, it's very organized, it's very planned, the way I think. So I was like trying not to have any type of emotion. Like, I was just trying to use them for content, basically. No shame in my game. I was using them for content, and you know, it was funny, it was entertaining. Until tonight, I was like, okay, so now I know what is really going on, and it's going against my protocol so much that I'm like probably not gonna like film with these guys again. Um, anyways, I don't know. I haven't played Rec Room, like, besides like there's 3 weeks. I haven't played Rec Room in like 5 months because it's boring, and I don't like any of the people there. And the voice band, like the new voice band where everyone's getting voice band, it's bonkers to me. Okay. And then I was being accused of being a pedophile, and it just was like, oh really? So I'm not gonna play anymore. And another thing is because, you know, when you grow up, you stop playing them children games. And then I became very busy, and then all of a sudden I was just like, let me just play Rec Room. Like, let me just give it a chance. Like, let me give it a chance. Like, I used to play on this thing for like 8, 9 hours, 10 max straight. Like, wake up, play on that video game. If I didn't have school, I would play for like 15 hours on and off. Like I used to love the VR, but the people in the community on the VR is all whores. Everyone's a whore, men including women, and it's just a toxic drama space all the time because everyone likes each other. Like everyone's trying to date somebody. Everyone is trying to e-date. Like if you go into VR chat in Rec Room, the only reason why people play the game is not to play the games, is to e-date and to find like a relationship on there. Like every single time. Like nobody's like playing the game like I would play it. No one would play it like just to play the game. Like just to play the game. Like everyone will flirt with each other and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is coming from someone who just, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. But I just don't understand why people have to make everything romantic all the time. Okay, so if I would get into certain friend groups, if they're girls, all the time they'll talk about boys. All the time. Oh, I think he's really hot because of his voice. And then everyone who plays these games are ugly, okay? I try to tell them. I try to tell these people. I try to. They always have their Instagram and their like bio in like Rec Room, and I look it up. They're ugly as hell. You have to be ugly as hell to be playing them games. I was ugly as hell back in the day. Depressed, but playing Rec Room 8 to 9 hours a day. Because I didn't know how to take care of myself, and I didn't know how to stop, and I didn't know what was real or reality was at the time. Real or that's the same. I didn't know what was fake or reality. So I would play and have like I wouldn't do anything and just play these games all the time. And have no life. Just have no life, play these games. And that's what the people are, okay? So if you go in these games thinking, oh, I'm trying to find my girlfriend in there, which it's like, first of all, why would you do that in a video game? Like, video game. Are you kidding me? In a video game, you're trying to find your girlfriend? Oh, my God. No. And there's an eyelash in my eye. Okay, hold on. If you've been playing video games like Rec Room and VR Chat, you should know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Look at the surroundings. Or if you stop playing for the exact reason, or a bunch of reasons, but that was the main one, that everyone was playing that game, playing those games to flirt with people, to find and basically e-date. Like nobody was playing these games to be funny, to troll. Like I'm a certified troll. I go into these games to troll, and these people are flirting with me, or they're flirting with people around me, and it's just so annoying. And it's like, can you just play the game? Play the game. But if you've been in that kind of video games, like you should know, okay? If there's girls involved. If there's no girls involved, it's just chaos. But I'm a girl, and whenever I'm in there, all the time, like it's just like how old are you? The only reason, like, this is a cheat code. If people ask you, it's stranger. If they're like not an old woman who's like trying to sign you up for something, and they're just like a random person saying, "Hey, yo, miss, how old are you?" They're trying to date you. So everyone who asked me how old I was, which was like numerous of times, were trying to see how old should I take a step in or take a step out, basically, on if I should date her. So that's the environment that people are in. And by the way, I'm doing my skincare. I'm trying this face mask. Even though none of this shit really works, but I'm just gonna be trying it. Oh my God. Damn. What the? A rose face mask. Okay, let me just use my finger and just do this. These are roses. This like, it looks like shit on my face. But anyways, so that's the cheat code, okay, if you want to know. Like, I can give you a bunch of examples of people trying to come up to you, even though it's kind of obvious. Like, anyways, so I stopped playing Rec Room because I was being accused of being a pedophile because I wouldn't be getting in a relationship with these boys online. So it's a long story. If you want me to do a story time on why I was being called a pedophile in a video game, then let me know, because I will tell you everything that went down in there. Everything. But there was a lot of boys, like there's a lot of they're like video games is male populated. Only boys really do that. I don't know why girls don't play video games as much as boys, because it's actually fun, but it's rare you see a girl. So when you see a girl in there, in video games, like you cling like cheat code, they will cling to you like fucking. Like literally, especially if you're the only girl, and I can understand like, oh my god, like I'm the only girl, like, but like, so I'm gonna be. It's a long story, but basically what I'm trying to say is they were like a large. When I was playing that one video game where I was being called a pedophile, a bunch of boys, not at once, but like in that video game, they would because. Okay, no, at first I didn't know, so. They were just trying to get my number, trying to flirt with me, and I'm like, that's how it was like. I was like, I started playing Rec Room like at 14, so it's been a solid good 4 years, okay? And I was married at that time. Even if I wasn't married to a grown man, I still wouldn't fuck with any of you guys, because none of you guys are fucking cool like that to be hanging around me. But so that's when I started to dress like a boy or act like a boy, so people wouldn't come up to me, but they'll figure out like, you kind of sound like a boy but you look like a girl, so which one is it? And they will harass me either or. And since these boys that was playing this video game, I was playing Clash of Kingdoms, and it will always be the same people who would play the game, since I didn't want to fuck with them, first they were going to call me racist so I can get banned from the game because I sound white, okay? But then they realized I was black, so then they want to put something else on me, and then that didn't work, so then they want to say, oh, I'm a pedophile, because if you don't know, I have a lot of children in Rec Room. And I guess it's weird for me to have a lot of children, so they called me a pedophile. And it didn't ban me from the game, but that's when I was like taking a break, because at that time I was dealing with a lot, and then the only escape was really for me to play the video game, specifically that video game, and it just didn't feel the same. So I took a break from Rec Room, and then I came back to Rec Room. Same fucking thing happened. Took a break, so it's just been off and on until like last year around February. I stopped because the pedophilia accusations, it was not, and I was playing the same game because I didn't learn my lesson, and it all stemmed from me not trying to be a whore in Rec Room. Because there is a lot of whores in Rec Room. You can spot them anywhere. If there is a girl in Rec Room, 9 out of 10, she's a fucking whore. Unless you're somehow like me, but no one's like me in the world. So they're a whore. Like every single one of them, they're a whore. And a whore that you can probably hear right now is my sister. She's a whore, okay? And I never started to notice she was a whore until I saw her in Rec Room. Now, that is like a whole thing on like me and my experience with whores and people who constantly, if you play those kind of video games, not like Call of Duty, because those are obviously, you're not trying to find like E-date on Call of Duty, okay? But or Fortnite, okay? But like if you play Rec Room, VR chat, people who are there are only trying to E-date all the time. There's no one who's trying to be your friend, and the people who are trying to be your friend are little children that I claim as my children, of course. But watch out. If you're a girl in Rec Room under the age of 13 or in VR chat, even if you sound young as hell, I have video evidence of this. If you're just because you're a girl, they're gonna flirt with you. Any guy. I've seen a girl who sounds 11 years old, but she dresses up, like she literally dressed up herself, like as like, you know, them VR chat, like the girls, like, you know what I'm talking about, like the VR chat girls who boobs move in game. That's what that 11-year-old girl dressed up as, and I can tell she's a little girl because I can hear it in the voice. Just because girls' voice don't drop as deep as boys, that doesn't mean you can't tell a difference from a girl who's like a teenager voice to like an actual little girl. And she sounded like an actual little girl. And I have multiple instances, Rec Room VR chat, where people still flirt with these people because they're girls. For that fact alone, you shouldn't be playing Rec Room. That fact alone, you shouldn't be playing Rec Room. Period. I literally told someone I was 11 years old and they still wanted to fuck with me. No, you guess what? Because, I don't know, this is random, but that stuck with me. I was like, he was like, how old are you? And he was harassing me about my age, and I was like, okay, I'm 11 years old. Just to be like, oh, she's young, like, I need to get away from her. He said, oh, that's fine, I'm 12. He sounded like a grown man. Hell no. But, yeah. Like, and people think it's, like, normalized. Like, that's, like, it's normal for people and boys to act like that. Like, I know boys, they're, like, weird, but they're literally so weird. Like if you play video games for boys, they're the fucking worst. Like they're the worst. They're the sexist, most racist, horniest individuals you will ever meet in life. Okay, because that's their natural state in their bedroom playing video games. Like they're gonna say whatever they want to you, nasty or not, racist or not. So also keep that in mind. Does my skin look better? Maybe it's the lighting. But, okay, so I'm gonna stop with all this, but if you have no idea, you never played Rec Room, you never had a VR, you never played VR chat, you need to have, like, a little background knowledge of, like, what the fuck is really going on. And people are saying Rec Room are trash, but they're not saying why Rec Room is trash for the right reasons, or VR chat, but mainly Rec Room, okay? They're not saying, oh, it's trash because there's a lot of pedophilia going on and there's a lot of like sexual stuff constantly going on in there. A lot of racism, a lot of everything bad. Just basically everything bad that someone can say, someone can do in that game. And then people are getting voice banned constantly. And it's quite annoying. Coming from someone who doesn't say anything negative unless it's needed. Okay? But people say, oh, I don't play Rec Room no more. But they're saying the reasons that are not the reasons why everyone knows you're not playing Rec Room no more. Okay? So I'm starting not to play Rec Room. I'm just starting not to do what I usually do. And it made me kind of feel bad because it's just like I used to have so much friends online, not online. And I used to why did I take a pause? I used to have so much friends. Friend, oh, you want to be my friend? Cool. Nicest person on the planet Earth. And then everyone crossed me. And then I had this mindset, and then people wonder why. Because I learned from my experience. I learned from having people around me like that. You haven't learned, and that's why you find me an issue, okay? Jesus. Like, people find me so weird for not having certain people around me. And it's just like, girl, like, look at you. You think you can be around me? You think you can be around me? Okay. I have a pimple right here. What the fuck? Okay. So let's get into the real story. So let's get into my sister's friends. So my sister's friends, they're kind of annoying and stuff, and they're whores. What's the definition of a whore? If I was editing this video, I'll put it right here, but this is going to be raw, uncut footage. Okay. A whore, by definition, is someone who likes male attention and is a prostitute. And the only reason why I'm not calling them a prostitute is because they're doing this all in video game. Okay? I will call them a prostitute, people who do this in street. Like, I have a friend named Layla that I can't tell her I don't want to be friends with her because I don't like the way she acts, because I've been friends with this girl since I was 6 years old, okay? We recently reconnected. But she is a living proof of a prostitute and whore. She showed me videos of her having in the shower when she was 16 years old. Okay, so when we recently reconnect, it was 2 years ago. So she and I was 16 years old, and she was having sex in her grandmother's shower while I'm pointing to my shower. And I was so shocked. I was like, Layla, like, I haven't seen you since we were like 8 years old, okay? And you're showing me videos of you having, right? But, and whenever I'm around her, she constantly has males around her. She's constantly texting people. Like, I remember this one time where I was at my dad's house. She tells us to follow her, and because I moved, okay? She doesn't live near me. She lives at up my dad's way. And she acts, we had the whole girls with me. I had my girls with me, okay? Still friends with them till this day. And she was like, come guys, follow me. And we're like, where are you taking us, Layla? She shows up to this random house. These two Mexican boys come out and they're staring her down. And I immediate thought, you know what my immediate thought was? And they were talking to her, like being flirty. I was like, Layla, are you fucking kidding? Like, how do you not have no shame? There's a difference from getting attention from males and being a whore. Those are two different things. Because I get a lot of attention from the opposite gender. But I don't sit there and coach it on. That is when you're being a whore, especially if you don't know the guy. Especially if you don't know the guy and you're coaching that kind of behavior. Next skincare is CeraVe. Okay, but that's something happened in person. But I know what a whore is. I used to be around a lot of whores, and I just wanted to be friends with everyone. That didn't get me in a good place. So I just was, even I was like, girl, this is wrong. I started to become a whore. Yes, but then I was like, that's what I was like. I was like, this is way before my husband, okay? This is way before my husband. Because I was hanging around people like that. Okay, I need to stop talking about me. We need to talk about Rec Room. So I'm just saying, like, I know a thing or two about fucking whores, okay? So I call my sister a whore. She knows that I think that she's a whore. And let me tell you why. She loves... Did you see what I just did there? It looks like there's just cum on my face. She loves male attention. She will die on the cross. She would die on the cross for male attention. She will fucking... And coming from someone who I think is called a midget, because I hate men so much because what they do to society and what they did to me. And any boy comes up to her and gives her the glimpse of attention. She loves it, okay? And then she feeds it in. Like I said, there's a difference from getting attention and doing something with that attention. That is when you become a whore. Okay? Then people think I'm associated with her, and guess what they think? She's a whore too. And I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. Because being a whore is not just being a whore. It's like you have to heavily dislike yourself to allow men to do that kind of stuff to you. Allow it. Because it's gonna get done. Especially if you're a girl, like, you're gonna get some type of attention from a man. Fat, skinny, or whatever. But you feed into it. And you don't even know the guy. You don't even know he's attractive. All of this is going on in the video game. All of this is, and I know every single one of those guys are ugly as hell. Because if they were an attractive man, they wouldn't be playing Rec Room at 18, 16, or 17 years old. They would be working their 9 to 5 and doing what they need to do as a man. Or as a boy, okay? They're not playing Rec Room 24 hours a day. That's how I know they're ugly. You have to be. When I was doing that, I was ugly. And look at me now. No, but like, see how I speak from experience to get my knowledge? Where do you get your knowledge from? Do you get your experiences to feed into your knowledge and other people's experience? Because that's what I do. So don't even. But speaking from experience. So if I'm speaking from experience, I look up multiple guys just to like further prove how right I am about guys who are playing video games 24/7. They have to be ugly, especially if they're not live. If they're not a live streamer and they're not recording and they're just playing video games for 24 hours, they are ugly. And that's what the people who are flirting with my sister, who dare to flirt with me as well. Sorry. I'm not just saying, oh, if you're ugly, you can't flirt with me. But like, for all. They're just not ugly as well. They're rude, ugly, horny individuals, and they're ugly. So those are the things I look for, and then they're ugly, okay? So those come first, then they're ugly. So, because ugly people flirt with me all the time, but like they're nice about it sometimes. So I'm like, oh, okay, like I don't tell them to screw off. But if you're like you can tell that like the guy who's flirting with you is a horny bastard, who the only reason why he's talking to you is so you can send him nudes, then you dare not to come close to me. But listen, the only reason why I hang around her friends, or let alone my sisters, to get content. But the content that I haven't posted anything, but I will post about it. Post something that had nothing to do with them, is me talking about the political economic state of the universe right now. So I'll post that video. But none of the videos, like every videos that I've recorded when I'm playing with them, it's always have to do with something sexual or something like being a whore, or like something like, it's never like a fun little expedition of girl power or something. It's like them being whores, and I'm like, why am I here? Like, that's what I'm like. Then I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get a video, but like, I don't want this to be put up on my channel because it looks like I'm condoning this. It looks like I'm a part of it. On the outside looking in, it looks like I'm a fucking whore. I'm a fucking whore? No. Okay, so let's get into why I'm making this right now. So my sister, I was on a video call and with the same guy who I made a live stream about when I had blue makeup on, and I was like, this guy literally, it felt like he was raping my eardrums because the things he was saying to me, and I said no to him. I said no, I didn't give him consent to say that shit to me, the shit he was saying to me. I didn't give him consent to say any of that shit to me. And he said it to me, and my sister, it was one of my sister's friends, and he just met me. And he's saying all this stuff, trying to get my attention, thinking that's a reasonable way to get attention. No. Girls with a guy who doesn't look like he says those, who doesn't look like a horny bastard, okay? A rude bastard. So, even though I would have never went to him if he said it in a nicer way or not in that gay way that he said it, because I'm legally married, but like, it was weird, okay? This guy name is Gordo, and I literally recorded a video today of like my sister constantly talking about it. I'm like, what's so special about him? Then I realized that she loves male attention, and the guy's a male. Even though he's lying. He said he was 16, but then he said he was 15. Whatever. She loves male attention, and since he's a boy in her little age range, she just adores him, even though he's rude as hell. I don't know what qualities she likes about him. He's not funny. He doesn't. Oh, then it comes up. Oh, because he's a man, and he's giving her a little bit of attention, so she's head over heels for him. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so. Oh, God, okay. You have no self-respect for yourself. Okay. And this is her whole friend group. My sister's like this. He's like that. He's a whore as well. The other girl that I like to claim she's my ex-girlfriend is a whore. And then a girl named Friday who's in my videos as well, and my Rec Room videos, they're all whores too. And I'm like, I just realized, like, not even just realized that, but like, this is my writing. I'm not recording another video or Rec Room video probably ever again because of what I just said, and because the people that I wanted to film videos with, every time I film a video with them, without them knowing, of course, because if they knew I was recording a video of them acting like that, they would have never agreed to play with me. But every video I get is them being a fucking prostitute whore. Every video. It's like, oh my God, like he invited me, and then this random guy gets invited to whatever the place they're at, and then they're feeding over him. And I'm like you're saying all this shit, you don't even know what this guy looks like. And looks does play a role into everything, okay? Because if they knew what he looked like, which is ugly, they would have never said anything to him. But their imagination is running wild. They think, oh, like he has a deep voice, he must be cute. And then you go on his Instagram that he doesn't even want to give out to you, and he's ugly as hell. So don't waste your time with an ugly ling. Don't waste your time with an ugly ling, especially if that ugly ling is rude as hell to you. And if you don't give up the goods that you think you have, then he's gonna fucking put your ass on blast. Speaking from experience, Okay, so basically, my sister was on this phone call with this guy named Gordo, this same guy who literally felt like he was ear raping me, and like he didn't even like ask me how old I was, saying all that ugly shit he was saying to me, giving flashbacks. And my sister just let it happen, just let a strange guy that I've never met before say that horrendous shit to me. Of course she would. She loved it. She loved for her sister to get raped in front of her because it fulfills her fantasy of being a whore. Okay. YouTube, please don't take this down, please. Okay, please don't take this down. I'm just being truthful. And by the way, I haven't been getting any pimples besides this one. That's not really a pimple, but it's just there. Okay, so. But when you're not, if you don't find another hobby to do, and you're a girl, you might fall into being a whore. And that's when I saw myself, I didn't see myself becoming a whore, but it was like I was almost a couple steps to the first step of being a whore, which is allowing men attention and feeding into it, whatever way that might be. Whether I be arguing with them, they love the attention that you're giving to them. So they're going to run wild with it. And the only reason how you don't feed into the tension is if you leave. Okay? So, I have ears. Like I'm looking. But, okay, so yeah, my sister was in this group chat phone call with this Friday girl, me, but she didn't know she just didn't really care from there. To be honest, like I could post a video and she didn't act like I was there, like at all, which was kind of made me a little bit feel bad because it was just like, hello, like I'm your sister, like how do you, like she doesn't even notice I'm there most of the time, which is like kind of weird, but like, cause she's too busy being a whore, like to be honest, like she's not doing anything better than that, like. Okay, well, the reason why she wasn't talking to me, because she was talking to Gordo, who, by the way, dare I repeat again, who felt like he was ear raping me in the fucking ear. So, that's great. But anyways, phone call with him, and he has a brother named Madness that they all play together. Ooh! That's my favorite thing to do. Ooh! Oh, it's another man? It's another man that Sasha gets to play with? But she already knew this guy before. But, like, I was like, oh my god, there's another man that Sasha can play with. And she can get all this attention and be a whore. But I heard of him, I played games with him, and then, like, yesterday, like, they were being a little too close together, and I was like, she might E-date, my sister might E-date, I might catch her for the first time E-dating someone. E-dating is the most wrong thing you can ever do in the universe, is E-dating someone. Dating somebody on a video game? Oh my god, stop. Ooh, did you see what pose I just hit? Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, that's his brother, which I already knew. I already knew the information. But like, you know, just still very shocking to me. So it was like, she was having, like, this Gordo dude was having a conversation with my sister about his brother that supposedly, like, he's like, this is exact words. He said, he's a fiend for black girls. He's a fiend. He's a fiend for black girls, and you need to date him. Like, this is his exact words. My brother, he said he already likes you. He just doesn't think you're, like, fully 100 in it with the way he wants to be. And he's, like, a fiend for black girls. And, like, you are blacks, and you're girls. So, like, if you, like... I'm getting a little lightheaded. Like, I just ruined my shirt. No, because it's just like, are you kidding me? Like, he just is living through his brother. Because My whole sister's friend group is like them crushing on each other. So like he's trying to live through his brother because he likes like my whole like he liked me. He liked my sister, like this gordo dude, but he didn't know how to say that to them, so he goes for me, even though I just met him, right? So he wants to live through my sister because I think she declined him too. So he had a brother and his brother wants her too. So this is great. Oh my God. This is great. Like, I was getting my pop. No, I was disgusted hearing this. I was disgusted. Yet another e-dating story that my sister is into. And then and we were playing with this guy who I recognized from 3 years ago that she used to play, and that used to be her boyfriend. So they were having this conversation all up in front of him. I don't know if he was, no. He was flirting with Friday, another girl who's in my rec room videos, okay? I'm like, right. I need a drink of water. So he was like, oh, my brother is like a fiend for black girls. He's like, was trying to get at you, but he didn't feel like you were like being 100%. And she was like, oh, like, this my sister, You see that vein? Oh my God, no. And this is my sister. I was just sitting there in disbelief, didn't say anything. Like, not like she noticed I was there either. But I was standing there in shock. I was like, listen, it was the first time I was quiet in my life. This is arms crossed. I was like, and I was wanted to see what she was going to say next because she didn't say anything. So she was like, well, I just need 100% of his attention. And then like I would do it. And he was like, oh, how much attention do you think you would need from him? And she's like, 100%, but like not in the morning. I was like, how are you thinking of getting in a relationship with a guy that you never told nobody about? Like, I never heard that, oh my God, like, I like nothing prior before. Nothing prior, not even, like, accidentally saying, like, oh, like, I really like this man, this guy. Like, just out of the blue. And since the opportunity that's coming from his brother's mouth, then you're like, oh, I just need 100% of his attention, and then I'll get in a relationship with him. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, if I like a dude, and if I'm trying to be in a relationship with a dude, I'm talking about him 24/7. I'm like, but if his brother joins a video game that I'm in, and then he says, oh, I like him, and then I never spoke to him about him to anybody, not even myself, about him, and then, like, that's the kind of horror shit I'm talking about. Any type of male attention, my sister's grabbing it like this. Like, it's disgusting. You need to be disgusted of yourself. But if this madness guy was a good man, it was a nice man, I can sense it, okay? But like, none of these guys that my sister, her friends flirt with, they're not even good guys. They all like sound like they're horny all the time, and they're just nasty, they're racist, they're rude. So it's just like, and they don't got no money. So what is the point of you doing all this for? That should be the thumbnail. And I may ask her at the end of the video, Sasha, why are you such a whore? Why are you a whore? You want me to put... No, I can't post a video. It's like over 3 hours long. Well, I wish like you can hear what the fuck I was hearing. Because everything I'm saying is true. So when I heard this, and then they switched the subject... He switched the subject to, like, GPA, like that even matters. Like, no, GPA does not matter, okay? If you want to get a job, GPA, with your GTA scores don't matter. Tried to make him sound like he's a good, smart guy. No, you're not. If you're playing Rec Room, if you're friends with my sister playing Rec Room, you're not a good person. You're not a smart guy. So don't try to rub that GPA shit in my face. I don't even know what a GPA is. It's irrelevant. That's why I don't know. Can somebody edit me, please? I would love an edit, like on TikTok, like for all, like anyone. I want to put that in my TikTok bio, like edit me, but like that sounds too weird to say, or like to type in your, So I just. But like this, and it's the reason why it pisses me off so much is because every time I play a video game with them, that's all they're worrying about. They don't even worry about me, and it sounds like, oh my god, I'm not getting attention, but like for real, like I can be spawn killed by these guys, but since they all have a crush on these guys because we only play PvP games, and there's one PvP game called Rust, since they all have a crush on these guys, they don't help me at all, and that's the annoying part. Like, and then they completely shift their attention from trying to be teammates to one another, not just me, just be a valuable teammate. They shift it to, oh my god, like this boy is so cute. Like, do you hear his voice? Like, he sounds so hot. Like, oh my god, like, oh my god. Like, they just don't do that, and it's so annoying. And I'm like, that's when I was like, why am I, like, when I was there, I was like, why am I hearing this? Like, my sister can be a whore, but, like, I'm not gonna hear it. Like, I'm not gonna be, like, it's weird. Like, I don't flirt in front of my siblings. I don't talk sexually in front of my siblings, and it felt like she was talking in a sexual manner or being, like, a little sexual in front of me. Or not in front of me, but, like, she knew I was around, and it was just weird. Like, like, I don't do that in front of my, like, I'm not talking about a boy I like. Well, maybe, but like not like that, because it's awkward to talk about, especially to one's brother. Like, you're saying that to his brother. Like, you're not saying that to like a friend of his. You're not saying it to like a girlfriend. You're saying it to his brother. Like, that's his biological brother. Okay, how I know this is because they were playing on each other's headsets, and it's like. Are we in the crazy land right now? I don't know. But I just hate whores. I used to think whores are girls who dressed up provocatively, but no. There's girls who flirt with boys constantly, ugly ones at that, have no self-respect for themselves, and what I mean by self-respect is at least the boy you're flirting to is like qualified in any way, manner. Like, they have a job, like they're just not playing Rec Room 24 hours, and they're not ugly, and they're not afraid to show their face. But that's literally 99% of people or men who play video games. Like, especially if they're e-dating. Like, if you're e-dating someone, at least show them your face. Don't be afraid to show them their face. That's how you know they're ugly. So, and if they do have their Instagrams in their bio, they're ugly as well. So keep that in mind. But yeah, after hearing all that, I was like, damn, Sasha. When I call her a whore in front of her as well. I was like, like, you're just a whore. Like, I don't understand why you do this. She's like, what? I'm not a whore. Like, how am I a whore? Like, I've never heard you talk about this guy before. Scratch all the things that you've done in the past about you flirting with guys and, like, not in front of me, but like not having a care in the world, like having it all public. Which are like, if I'm flirting with you, I'm not gonna be flirting in front of everyone. That's how you know, like, you even are an ultimate whore, because you want other men to see that they don't have any opportunity, or they need to hurry up with the opportunity. So that's why you're flirting in front of everyone with this guy. It's weird. That's why I don't kiss my husband out in public. That's weird. Okay? Like, that's weird. You're a whore. So, again, back to, like, I guess she was trying to, the brother was trying to see if she was trying to date him, but, like, he's, like 19 or 18 years old. So is he able to, not having 16 or 15-year-old brother, go and ask my sister if he likes her or not? Like, that's weird. That's how I knew that he was living through his brother to get the attention that Sasha didn't want to give to him directly. So, so I was like, I'm turning off my Oculus. Bing. I'm out of here. I'm done playing Rec Room. I'm done with it, because it's not just her. It's just in general. It's people taking the game too seriously. They don't take the game too seriously. These are the concepts. They're sexual all the time, mainly the men. The girls are whores all the time. It's just no fun. And I don't know how I used to have fun in there. But that's all I had to say. And fuck you if you're a whore. Because you should have respect for yourself. You should. But if you're ugly, if you feel like yourself is ugly, then you're probably a whore as well. Because I love myself so much that I wouldn't dare to flirt with just men just to flirt with them. Okay? Because I just don't want to do that to myself. So let's go ask my sister if she's a whore, and then I'm ending the video. I have a question.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Sasha,
why would you say
Sasha,
that?
I have a question.
What?
Why are you being a whore?
Why am I being a whore? How am I being a whore? You can't compare me to a whore.
I was disgusted. Like, I wish, since you're my sister, I wish better for you. But there's just, it's not getting any better. You're not showing me otherwise. It's already enough that Jay and Friday are both whores. And then that Gordo dude, you already know, I already told you what his one. But from you, Sasha, again?
Again? What do you mean again?
Again?
What do you mean again?
You have zero respect for yourself. And I hope you find some type of respect for yourself.
How do I not have any?
For you not to sit there and go through that.
What do you mean?
But, yeah. Bye, everyone. Like the vid. If you agree with what I'm saying, please tell me. Even though, I don't need no validation. I don't need no validation from nobody.
I want you not to talk to me again.
I don't care, Sasha.
Thank you.
This is all a social experiment.
Thank you.
And yet again, you proved me wrong.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't talk to me again.
But please tell me. Like, I know I'm not the only one. And, I thought, like, maybe there was some, like, maybe because there's a lot of teenagers who are like this, who just, like, in it to fail it. Not in it to win it, in it to fail it. And I was just, like, I was the only teenager that's, like, not in it. I'm in it to win it, not in it to fail it. And then I thought something was wrong with me because I don't die for male attention. Any male attention, I'm like this. Like, no. And it's not just because sometimes I like to identify as a lesbian, which is true, but like to a certain extent, it's just because I respect myself not to participate in those acts. And you shouldn't either.